Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS. I am on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today not the first time we see our program, for you they bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. Okay, so the Sun can they give us this fantastic report that Arsenal are planning an eye-watering bid for Victor Gueris. Now let's say Arsenal planning eye-watering bid for striker. The Gunners are ready to offer Victor Gueris a huge deal to join them. Ateta side have gone well in the Champions League, but the lack of a clinical striker up top has cost them the Premier League title to Liverpool. Now with a move for Isaac seeming more and more improbable, with Newcastle likely to qualify for Champions League, Gueris has become the Gunners' main target and deservedly so. Now, what's in me? I did pray for. Isaac, I know so Newcastle will qualify for Champions League based on say England don't get 5 slots. And when you look at the fixture list they get from that to the end of the season, the 4 games they get, they're relatively easy to conquer. Them Manchester City get a very, very good road. Chelsea now I don't even see Chelsea no get road at all. If you see people Chelsea, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, and Chelsea get big teams. Like Chelsea 4 last games, not na finally be. And I don't see them. In fact, if you lose the 4, the possibility day because they play we know they smile. Now talking about this Victor Gueris, look at what was reported yesterday. Fabrizio Romano carry him, Chris Whitley carry him. So many media houses carry this particular story. Gueris scored 4 goals for Sporting Lisbon against Boavista. Gueris now has 52 goals in 48 games for Sporting Lisbon this season. What a striker! This I don't know what I want to talk about this guy again. I've talked before. I want a striker that derives joy in scoring goal. You get? You want him to score 4 goals in one game. They bust my brain. I wish we can get this particular striker. We'll see. Maybe Andrea Beretta if he help us run out. I'm going to be very, very happy. Now, let's say Chelsea aim to beat Arsenal to Serie A star. Yes. Kenan Yildiz. Say this guy is one of the players who play for Juventus. So the Turkish international has played 33 times this season in Serie A, scoring 6 goals and assisting to say Arsenal are among a number of clubs, including Liverpool, who are chasing the player, but Chelsea now they push harder. Me, I don't really know the player, but I just after this reportage, I'll go check YouTube, make I see compilations of the guy's videos to see how he plays. If you already watch him, maybe in Syria, please let me know in the comment section how the guy plays his own football. Maybe they say Arsenal they're interested in signing the player. Now, it don't they revealed say Carlo Ancelotti. He was asking Real Madrid to hire more tactical analysts to expand his staff for some time, but Real Madrid did not do so. Reports were level. Now, when they played the Copa del Rey final, Barcelona had a team of 7 analysts with 4 computers and a camera to track movements, while Real Madrid only had 2 guys with their laptops. Yes. Now, people go ask, what's that one come in? Baba, game done. You see this game now, football. Football is evolving with the introduction of technology. You get. So you not really know what these analysts they do, but they get their own work. They track things, they see things. Things they say you normal, I know you go sell, but you don't go really understand what it be. Now be their own work. So that one be the reason we make Real Madrid lose against Barcelona. I personally don't think so, but Ancelotti really thinks that is one of the factors that you see, they get 7 analysts. You know, give me my own, and I won't sack me. Oh, that is story for another day. Let's move on to other stories. Now, away from that, we can't learn say Barcelona fans love Arsenal now based on say Arsenal beats Real Madrid. Say that defeat will knock Real Madrid come over the Champions League. Nobody Barcelona fans, so both Barca fans, so both Atletico Madrid fans, so say everybody love us for what we do. You remember when we first go Spain also with the train, Atletico Madrid fans come with our players say, please help us do it, help us. Oh man, some of them beat Real Madrid based on what Real Madrid do them, and how Real Madrid insults them because they beat them at the Wanda de Metropolitano Stadium. Maybe they are home. You get, maybe say they call it toxic, maybe UEFA go find Real Madrid players, but at the end of the day, Nothing came out of that. But at the end of the day, we don't have them dispatch Real Madrid, so we'll just watch how things go happen. Me personally, I want a repeat of that final. Will be say we meet Barca, that kind of thing. So we'll play Barca again. Like I want to experience them again. Yes, we see Barca don't do us for Champions League before. It don't make sense. Yes, they stopped us from getting into the Champions League in here and collecting. That's how the odds. They read them. You get then Campbell. This Barca. They are part of our history negatively. All right. So away from that now. We're going to get another report for this female Champions League. We also will knock Lyon. Now, Lyon coach Joe Montemuro will be one of the former Arsenal women coach. When they talk about what Arsenal do them, I was watching it on ESPN. Now, the man can explain. But they say Lyon manager Joe Montemuro, who used to coach Arsenal, said the game's outcome was unexplainable, with the French side having entered with a 2-1 advantage from the first leg, only to lose 5-3 on aggregate because we beat them 4-1. Until today, listen to what he said. Until today, we were beaten. For what happened today was a little bit unexplainable. Montemuro was telling DAZN, we weren't calm enough to play our game, and we are beaten by the better team. You know, say them, they know they used to being beaten. You be like this PSG now, we will be men, Arsenal men won't go play. They are not used to being beaten. They know they used to run. For their league, they just imagine that they just lost once. So they don't really understand what it means to be beaten. It's just like what happened to Man City now. You know, Man City before they had this fear factor. If they go and see and they go fear say, man, no fear win. If they see that I draw or I lose, now that fear factor is gone. This thing where OG needs to do them, you may not really understand how it be. Like I don't know how I wanted this agency about to describe it. Like they helped us remove that fear factor. Psychologically, the thing will enter the subconscious of the player. Say we can be beaten. You get even if Arsenal draw for the Emirates Stadium and we they go for that Parc des Princes, we are not going to be going there with fear because somebody has beaten them there, a place they have not been beaten before. Bring back the story now to this Lyon. Lyon in the Champions League at home have never lost in 2 years, which means as them go the Emirates Stadium, go beat Arsenal 2-1. Their mind they say, we they go back Lyon, we know they lose here. ISIS, Arsenal will see draw, then we don't qualify. But Arsenal went there. I watch. If you see the goals where Arsenal they score, like at some point it was 4-0. This is something that is undoable. It's impossible. You hear the coach say, like, I cannot explain how it happened. That's so it be. Not so it be. But at the end of the day, as the women, the Arsenal women, they challenge us. So who will be the men? We need to respond. We need to go to this PSG. We don't have them come out. Make me say Arsenal women and Arsenal men don't enter the Champions League final. And who says it cannot happen? Now, Matthew Skelly said, come to this surprise, say, well, this story is 2 in 1, according to the Mirror. So Matthew Skelly talk about the chants, the song where Arsenal fans don't create for her. At the same time, the second story is talking about Atletico Madrid wanting Thomas Partey. We already know that. Now, for Matthew Skelly, he said, I remember hearing it for the first time. It was nice. I didn't realize I had a chance. So for them to sing it, it kind of shocked me. Because the guy said, oh yeah? Like, the thing really, really surprised him because he never saw it coming. Now, when you go to the Arsenal website, you will see the story. Everything you need to know about PSG, you see it on the Arsenal website. Now, the story long, but when you read the entirety of the report, you can't see this portion where they talk about the Stade de France. You know, so the stadium not there as big as the Emirates Stadium. It's a stadium that has 48,229 capacity compared to the Arsenal Stadium, we get about 65,000, 60,000 plus capacity. Now, part of the story, they can talk about when we beat PSG for semi-final. We beat them in 1993-1994 season. In fact, the Arsenal reportage was telling us that we boast an unbeaten record against the Parisians, having first met in 1993-1994, the European Cup winners semi-final. A 1-1 draw in France was followed by a 1-0 home success with the late Kevin Campbell grabbing the crucial goal. May so rest in peace. So when the report long, but when you read and go say psychologically we are okay. The same edge you will get psychologically over the Madrid. that same edge now will get over PSG. They have never beaten us before. So that thing will be at the back of their own minds. Never beat this people before for head to head. So we'll see how it will be. Now, PSG don't announce their squad. We go travel. In fact, I believe today they're supposed to don't travel to England. So 22-man squad. Where you go to PSG official website. So you go see their squad. PSG get players so on paper. Hey, Donnarumma, Hakimi, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Kivichka Kvaratskhelia, Fabian Ruiz, Carlos Ramos, Dembele, Desiree Doué. I say they read sisters Vitinha, Likangin, Luis Hernandez, get Nuno Mendes, Bradley Barcola, Zé Emery. They get players say this PSG. This transfer will just pass and January. They really bring in players. They sign Pacho from Colombia. They sign Pacho. They bring in Kvaratskhelia. They bring in Desiree Doué. They bring players gone, but at the end of the day, not be by that one. They figure individual players, but they really have a team. They really have that camaraderie. Forget the thing that they do for PSG and Farmers League. Then now they go meet better team, they get better defense. Yes. So away from that, I think let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors. So let's bring a message from Mr. Anayo, who's a real estate agent. So he has 14 plots of land for sale at Norris Court Luxury Estate in Ohia Igbelu Estate at the back of airports in Abara, Iche local government area of River State. So these 14 plots of land, there are 6 plots in one side, 4 plots one side, 3 plots one side, and 1 plot standing alone, and it's 1.2 million per plot. So if you're interested in this piece of property, you can call Mr. Anayo on 080-3276-5227 or 081-1932-9922. Like I said, if you're interested in this piece of property, do give him a call. All right. Now, away from that, so TalkSports, when they analyze this guard of honor, where Chelsea if give Liverpool, based on say Liverpool don't win the league. So they ask, is it compulsory for Premier League teams to give a guard of honor? Because the next match where Liverpool go play, now Chelsea, you get. So normal Chelsea will give them guard of honor if they choose to. But do you know that when that Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur match first starts, Tottenham Hotspur first score 1. My mind, I can't calculate, I can't look future, say, what if Tottenham Hotspur beats Liverpool? That means Liverpool no go win the league. Liverpool will come play against Chelsea. What if Liverpool can't beat Chelsea, come win the league? And I think after Chelsea, they own their next match now we. So which means now we go come this side to do the responsibility of giving Liverpool guard of honor, which would be awkward. I just calculate out in my head, say, wow, but thank God say they win the league. So all those permutations don't really work. Now coming back to the story, TalkSports when they ask, is a guard of honor compulsory? Premier League sides are under no obligation, nor is there anything in the regulations that require them to provide a guard of honor. The sign of respect sees a team line up on parallel sides to applaud the newly crowned champions as they walk onto the pitch. It is seen as a mark of respect between the two clubs, but opposing players are under no requirements to take part should they refuse. As was the case when Man City gave Liverpool a guard of honor in 2020 to commemorate the rivals ended their 30-year wait for a league title. For that one, Bernardo Silva no participate yet. So Liverpool have won the league with 4 matches remaining. Now, if you carry the history, according to historical data, look at when Man City gave the guard of honor to Liverpool. Look at Bernardo Silva. He wear black coats there. He no follow clap. He no participate because no be by force. Look at when Arsenal gave the guard of honor to Van Persie. We come up for Arsenal, go join Manchester United. They won the league title, came to the Emirates Stadium. We gave them a guard of honor. Everybody participated. So now no matter, so it is not by force. Now we never really know whether Chelsea will give Liverpool guard of honor because according to TalkSport reports, Maresca, who's the coach, has not yet said anything to that effect. So we never really know, but just to watch. If they give them, fine. If they don't give, it is what it is. Now, according to say negotiations are ongoing as Arsenal are willing to submit an offer for 30 million euro star from relegated club, I think Leicester City. Now, according to say Arsenal are reportedly keen on securing the services of the Leicester City midfielder Bilal El Canus. So the 20-year-old midfielder has done quite well for Leicester this season and is unlikely to play in the championship next season. According to officials, Arsenal are looking to sign talented young Moroccan midfielder as it could cost 30 million euros. Who the guy be? I ain't they play. I no go lie for you. I no really do follow up. So after this one, I will go check YouTube, make I at least see compilations. This is the guy on blue, Bilal El Canus. But people they tell me say the guy good though, but I don't really know sharp. I know they really follow Leicester City. Now, so your Walcott going to talk say in wish say Arsenal sign Moses Caicedo when they play for Chelsea, because Caicedo's first season at Chelsea no really live up to expectation. But now the guy don't settle. Say the guy they play well. The guy they interception, tackles. The guy they very very strong. Yet Caicedo has produced some of his best form this season. However, emerging as one of Chelsea's most consistent player during a mixed campaign. Walcott, who is a huge fan of Caicedo, says the only issue he has with the player is that he's playing in the wrong shirt. Tango wish. Say the player joined us. Have you forgotten that we almost wanted to sign him? He was also willing to join us. But Brighton, under Roberto De Zerbi, they don't sanction the move then. So in case you don't forget. So, but it is what it is. In day, we get our own Rice. Yeah, Rice self no they do badly. Rice they do well. At the end of the season, if they won't put player of the season, Rice will appear. I mean, Caicedo did last season. Most see this season where Caicedo go come out Rice for there, or maybe you go see Caicedo and Rice yes, based on say Rodri don't participate. Yeah, so that one safe he did. Now away from that. Now, the Daily Mail when they put out this story, say Arsenal fans they very very arrogant. Say, do you know that searches for trips to Munich for the Champions League final has jumped by over 2,450% in the UK, but PSG fans appear more grounded. Now, to give you more context, based on say the Champions League final now for Bayern Munich then go play. Arsenal fans, we never play semi-final finish with PSG. Arsenal fans don't already go to check how much from UK to Munich, how much it go cost to spend for hotel, to lodge for 1 week, based on say we they go the final, you get. So they don't put their mind, they don't carry for mind say PSG, then this one will be shit packer, we they come out there and they don't go do anything again. Now, when you read the entirety of the reports put out by the Daily Mail, they say Expedia reports that searches in the last week for stays in Munich around the Champions League final are up 2,450% on the typical average in the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, the same searches are only up somewhere around 10% in France. Overall global searches for Munich accommodation are up 290% for the next month's final on May 31. By the virtue of this fact you can see on the screen, even PSG fans have follow. Or let's say more Arsenal fans they do more than them. So when I look at the headline, like Bob Leslie maybe now get arrogance. But PSG has almost 710% rise. Then say they look say okay, how much be hotel, how much be clinic, but you know go really blame fans. Get leave them, make them do as they like. Me I don't get any issue with them. All right, away from that. So we're going to get reports from the Mirror. We're going to talk say Arsenal fans don't send clear message to Stan Kroenke after Liverpool won the league title. So what did they tell Stan Kroenke? Say, see, you don't see how Liverpool carry the league title. What you need to do for us now is to splash the cash on world-class striker after you see Liverpool win the title. This is Liverpool's second title in 35 years, although it's their second title in 5 years also. Yeah, but for you to say Liverpool say they don't pay. And in fact, do you know that Liverpool winning this title, they don't equal Manchester United's record of 20 league titles. Liverpool don't get 20 now, Man U get 20, which was why the likes of Rio Ferdinand, the likes of Gary Neville, they don't want Liverpool win the league title. They prefer Arsenal, because that bragging right of Manchester United have won more titles than Liverpool is no day again. They don't there on equal level. And moving forward in the next 5 or 10 years, the probability is high on Liverpool winning an extra one than Manchester. Man U will never even qualify for UEFA Europa Conference League. They're not the top of Europa or Champions League. Look at where they are. In fact, their only route to go to the Champions League is if they win the Europa League, which I don't even see possible. In fact, the only luck they get for this match they don't play against Atletico Bilbao. Now say maybe Nico Williams don't get injury. If you said that idea, look at what Man U is doing in the league now. Man U not they reliable, but it is what it is. All right, let's begin message from another of our sponsor. Mobile Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, please do reach out to them. Now, the biggest news of the day is that according to The Sun, Arsenal are planning an eye-watering bid for Victor Gueris. And when you look at what he did yesterday, he scored 4 goals in the game against Boavista. What a striker. That's the type of striker Arsenal really need. So my dear Arsenal lovers, if you're getting value from this podcast, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, then Facebook, and as you do so, may God bless you. Alright guys, so I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So I come your way in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. That game out. Alright guys. Ciao.